grain rice. Nutritious brown rice that's ready in 10 minutes and always turns out right.
Just before we give you Anthony's full forecast, it includes some pretty cold temperatures tonight. We want to return for a moment to today's budget from the McGuinty government. And creating jobs is a big part of the economic blueprint. And that includes investments in education and increasing post-secondary enrollment. Mark McAllister breaks down that part of the budget for us.
One look at most Ontario college and university campuses, and they're bustling with young minds eager to contribute. Yet the provincial government wants to put more students in classroom seats.
Today, 62% of Ontarians have post-secondary education or training, one of the highest attainment rates in the world. Well, this is a remarkable achievement. We know that about 70% of the jobs of the future will require post-secondary education or training.
In the budget, a provincial pledge of $310 million to add 20,000 new post-secondary spaces this fall, all in an effort to raise the number of high school students moving on to higher education to 70%. Money offered directly to institutions, while students say they are left to suffer.
By not having a stable framework being put in and by not answering what the tuition fees are going to be for next year, students are left in the dark.
The provincial plan also involves increasing the number of international students by 50%, or 18,000 over 5 years, while guaranteeing spaces for qualified Ontario students. How that happens and who's left to pay for what remains a puzzle left unsolved.
If we're simply building buildings and in order to accommodate students in classes that are getting bigger and bigger, there are severe doubts about the quality of the education.
Foreign tuitions can often be double those paid by Ontario students. It's also estimated $1.6 billion is added to the province's economy over the long term.
This money recognizes that we're growing and we are an important part of the economic future of the province, and we're going to need a very strong and growing public post-secondary education system if we're really going to compete in the global economy.
Mark McAllister, Global News.
Checking world headlines now, and it appears that Osama bin Laden is making new threats against the United States. An audio tape was played on Al Jazeera television, though it has not been authenticated.